Alright, guys, let's talk about leadership. So, you know that feeling when your brain is like going rapid fire because you see, hear, or feel something that you really deeply enjoy? For me, it's when I see baked goods, or my entire friend group in the same place at the same time, or when I step outside and the weather is just right. I get this feeling of adoration and curiosity, a need to explore, an innate peacefulness, and just the awesome feeling when you have a passionate interest in something. So, this is what I would call an eye sparkling moment. We watched the video over Benjamin Zander's TED Talk, and he went into depth about all sorts of different topics like leadership and, of course, eye sparkling moments. But the main takeaway with his TED Talk was that these moments aren't something that are forced upon you, it's just a natural feeling. Since this is school, let's put this in an academic context. Our brains are basically these insanely powerful computers that take input from all the things we perceive. So, what we see, hear, feel, taste, smell, it uses all those things as input and uses our thoughts, feelings, and actions as an output. So, as we take these things in, we are learning about them. Since this post is about leadership, you're probably wondering how these things connect. So, let's talk about it. I would describe leadership as the outpouring of a natural inclination to bring people together and the action of working to ensure the efficient collaborative completion of a task. This is a pretty broad definition, but I think that this connects a lot to eye sparkling moments. An effective leader is going to take into account the things that bring the members of their team to these eye sparkling moments. What are their passionate interests? In what areas do they work best? What makes their brains go rapid fire? A leader is going to put a group of people together and have them get something done, but an effective, responsible leader is going to take extenuating circumstances into account and use them to make their team better. Being part of a team means asking yourself how you can put yourself in a position to best help your team succeed. This goes for team members and leaders as well. So, a team member may ask themselves, what kind of leadership style keeps me on track? What kind is more fun? Or which kind is more efficient? How can I, as a member of a team, put myself in a place where I am working, getting an output that is sufficient enough for me, but is also helping my team succeed? How can I stay focused? A leader will have to ask themselves the same questions. What type of leader do I want to be? How can I be a better leader? How can I be a responsible leader? What's the difference between being a leader in general and being all of these different things? When it comes to the different classifications of leaders, I think that there is a big difference. So, for example, if we're talking about a responsible leader versus a leader, a responsible leader is going to be someone who strategizes. They aren't only going to take the time to formulate a plan, but also discuss the plan with the people that they are working with. They take the circumstances going on around them as input. They take the interests and the things that makes the members of their team excited. They take those things and they use them to help make their team a more effective unit. A responsible leader is going to work to understand their position thoroughly. They will try their best to improve, of course, and take constructive criticism, taking things in and then making decisions based off of what they have learned. A leader in general doesn't really need to do any of these things because leadership is as simple as bringing a group of people together to achieve a common task. This happens all the time. If you employ 4 of your friends to help you move a couch, it doesn't really require much strategizing, but some strategizing might help you move the couch with a lot less effort. So, a leader in general is less dependable than a responsible leader. They aren't looking into those smaller circumstances because it's not as interesting to them. A leader is just somebody who brings people together. Just like a responsible leader, a normal leader can be determined, blunt, or authoritative. While none of these are bad traits at all, they can have negative effects depending on how a leader conducts himself. So, if a leader who does not strategize, who does not take other circumstances into account, and who doesn't work to truly and intricately understand the members of their team, why would the members of the team be willing to listen to them? It's a mutual understanding, and a responsible leader is going to make that happen. So, thank you for listening to my spiel on leadership.